Then it's time to go into production, which I think for most of you will be in the second half of this term. So production is out in the field and doing it. So first of all, you need to firm up appointments for interviews, make sure they're the people you've wanted to interview online. If they've gone overseas on a sabbatical, well, you have to find someone else that'll fit that bill. Obviously, I don't expect the script to be shot exactly to your first production script. Things change, but it has to be on the same subject and has to sort of follow along. Then you carry out production. You shoot the interviews. Every time you go to shoot an interview, make sure you get ample cutaways or sometimes called B-roll, sometimes called overlay. That is, you do the interview, but that's not enough. You get the person you're interviewing, the old cliche walkthrough, get them walking along, get close-ups of them at their desk or wherever they might be that you can use, and we'll explain more about that in the editing process later. You can use these to get the editing flow, again, moving medium shot, close-up and back again as we talked about. And carry out all the photography according to the shooting script. So that's you go around and you get your overlay, you get the vision that you need to tell your story. And any additional footage as circumstances present themselves. Don't stick to that shooting script. If something interesting happens, your script could take quite an ambit turn. So get that extra footage. One of your interviewers might come up with something outrageous and you say, wow, that's the story. Don't be afraid of that. Follow your story through on that. So the production period finishes when everything is in the can. You've got all your footage shot on your DV tape most probably, and you're ready to start editing. And editing is the stage that we call post-production. So that you get back to your base, whether it be home or whether it be a newsroom or whatever. You review all your tapes, make shot lists so you can find them. You write interview notes or transcribe the whole interviews depending on how long they are. And depending on your storage space, perhaps it's if you've got ample storage space, like say an external drive for the job, capture all your footage. If you don't, if you're limited, you have to do more work with going through, transcribing, working out what you want, and being very careful in capturing just the pieces. And that's been part of a lot of our lives for many years in independent filmmaking before we got to the multi-gigabyte, terabyte storages that can be got these days in external drives and so forth. Okay, go through it all and rewrite the script to the pictures. Now this is to take advantage of what you've got. So there can be quite some changes. Rewrite the script to the pictures you've shot and make any necessary script alterations to match the quotes from the interviews. You make a first edit, and we'll be talking more about that as time goes on, and then you trim to a final edit. So then you've got your piece, somewhere between, as we said before, 8 and 10 minutes, and then carry out a sound mix, an audio mix, bring in sound effects if you want to, bring in mixing voiceover and interview stuff under the voiceover. You just make it sophisticated, a bit of music into it. And then the final, you export the production. You export it onto DVD, you export it onto tape, you export it as a compressed file to go on YouTube, which you will be doing to share with all the other students and me. So making programs, that's what it's all about. Developing the system that you're going to do, that's pre-production, production and post-production. Developing the system, follow the plan and being flexible to take turns. That's what's making good television, good visual storytelling is all about. Thank you.